Coming at you full fledged. It's your boy Rage Man Reg with another video for y'all, man. Welcome, YouTube. We got breaking news this Wednesday afternoon, man. With all the expectation, with all the inevitability of it, still doesn't make it any less momentous. Bradley Beal has agreed to a buyout from my Phoenix Suns to my LA Clippers. Now, for me personally, this is a uh is it is a big move for sure. But before I get into that, I want to get into the details of this move because the contract behind this makes this one of the biggest moves, not only of this offseason, but in NBA history. Now, let's read this article from the punctual Shams Charania as of, let's say, maybe 40 minutes ago. And it reads, Bradley Beal agrees to buy out with Suns to join LA Clippers. Three-time NBA All-Star Bradley Beal has agreed to a contract buyout with the Phoenix Suns and plans to join the LA Clippers on a 2-year, $11 million deal with a player option after he clears waivers. Mark Burlstein of Priority Sports told ESPN on Wednesday. The player option for 2026-2027 clears the way for Beal, 32, to be one of the top available players in the free agency next summer. For the Clippers, Beal is a natural fit alongside Kawhi Leonard and James Harden as a scorer, playmaker, and co-star. LA signed Brook Lopez in free agency and traded Norman Powell to the Miami Heat in a 3-team deal that brought forward John Collins to the Clippers from the Utah Jazz. After a 2-year run in Phoenix did not after the 2-year run into Phoenix did not work out, the crux of the decision for Beal and his representation was finding the best basketball fit first and foremost. Beal was granted permission by the Suns to speak to interested teams around the league, sources said. Burlstein led an exhaustive process over several weeks, meeting with teams involved that allowed Beal to make the decision to part with the Suns and control where he wanted to go. Personnel across several other teams included the Heat, Milwaukee Bucks, Minnesota Timberwolves, and Los Angeles Lakers, sources said. Pursued Beal and had extensive conversations with him and Burlstein in recent weeks. Beal is giving back $13.9 million out of the $110 million on the final 2 years of his contract to complete the buyout with the Suns, who will likely waive and stretch the remaining salary over 5 years, sources said. Beal, who averaged 21.5 points, 4.3 assists, 4.1 rebounds on 37.6% behind the arc for his career, will slide into the starting spot as shooting guard with the departure of Powell. The Clippers have been creating the cap flexibility to pursue stars in free agency and possibly go over the next 2 summers. Before the Beal addition, the Clippers only had $96 million in guaranteed contracts going into the offseason. The move allows Beal to serve as a major addition to a playoff contender in the Western Conference and gives the Suns increased team building flexibility by taking them out of the first and second apron, providing access to more tradable draft picks in the future and open up a part of the mid-level exception. Yeah, that's pretty much it. We need to read on that. I don't want to make this just a plug on Shams, but yeah, man, we just read it all on that. As far as the trade from the Suns to the Clippers, I was ready for it, man. That those past 2 years did not work. I knew it wasn't gonna work. Ever since Matt Ishbia became the owner from Robert Sarver after that controversy back in 2021. After, that might have been a ritual to damn, not to digress too deep into going 3-dimensional, but damn, Robert Sarver, after they won the finals, he got exposed for that. For his racist and misogynistic comments, ousted as the owner. Then we get a new owner, and then they downhill since. Matt Ishbia trades Mikal Bridges and Cam Johnson, Cam Thomas or Cam Johnson. I think it's Cam Johnson. Cam Johnson, whatever his name is, damn, Cam Johnson, I believe, who owned the Nuggets now, who got traded for Michael Porter Jr. Traded them for KD. Let Chris Paul walk. Didn't re-sign him. Then signed Bradley Beal. Now the deal Bradley Beal had, what made it so bad was I already knew when we were trading for KD already. I knew that was likely to happen due to Devin Booker's and Kevin Durant's run in 2021 in the Olympics together. I thought that was going to be likely, but then the talks died down. Then they started to come back up after they let go of I think they let go of DeAndre Ayton as before they got Bradley Beal as well. I don't know if it was for DeAndre. I don't know if it was DeAndre Ayton was involved in that deal with Beal at all. But either way, I knew when that came about with Kevin Durant, I was like, damn. Then the deal with Bradley Beal, that what made that so bad again was the fact that he signed that terrible ass contract in Washington. It was a whatever, it was 2 year crazy $5 million deal, I believe. Something, 205 million no trade clause. That's what it was. And he brought that to a contending team, so that already stretched their window, or it already closed their window even tighter. They put the lock on it as far as championship chances, because they ended up losing that year 2024 to, was it 2024 or 2023? It was 2023. Yeah, it was 2023. They ended up losing to the Nuggets in the second round. Then, of course, they lost last year, or it was 2024. Either way, they lost. Kevin Durant. Yeah, I don't know how long. I don't even know how long Kevin Durant been on the Nuggets. I mean, the Suns at this point. But that's what made that so bad. Then we still didn't have a real point guard after getting rid of Chris Paul, and we never had an adequate. I mean, I guess Yusuf Nurkic. I guess Yusuf Nurkic worked. Was he on our team that year we faced the Nuggets and we made it to the second round? I don't know. I know he was on that team. Damn, what year was that? Because I've been to a couple basketball games. The one where Devin Booker dropped 40 in Memphis. He was on that team. I think that was that same year they faced the Nuggets in the second round. Uh, After that, we were kind of shot, man. We were shot. Devin Booker, we didn't have a point guard. Devin Booker has been running combo card. Credit to him. Uh, Career highs in efficiency still, and career highs in assists, but we still didn't even. And we had Yusuf Nurkic, but that wasn't a adequate replacement for DeAndre Ayton, who already mentally checked out. So this was a bad team. The window was already close to shutting when we got him, and it didn't work out in the first year. Then the second year was just a follow up. We just had to commit to it. So now he's on an 11 dollar 2 year player option deal on my Clippers. Now Shams, he's a bit presumptuous. I know he get the first scoop on things. I hope that he isn't the starting shooting guard on this team aside James Harden. For one, he's too, in my opinion, he is a little too short. Now, I know in the same breath, I'm about to say that Chris Dunn should start over him, but that's because of not only the continuity that he has on the team thus far compared to Beal, but just on the defensive end. I think James Harden is cool with that he needs a defender alongside of him. I think that can keep him motivated on that side of the floor. I think just having another scorer on the starting side of James Harden, especially after getting rid of Norman Powell and the fact that Kawhi Leonard is going to go back to his natural position of small forward, I think that is just going to muck it up on the starting five. We got John Collins. We got a real power forward now. Zubac just had a career year, so I'm pretty sure he not gonna want to go down in touches. So I personally think that Beal's best spot on the LA Clippers team is coming off the bench as a sixth man. Uh, why? Because again, he's a he still got a scoring ability, great scoring ability. This past season he averaged 17 points, 3.3 rebounds, 3.7 assists, percentages 49.7, 38.6, and 80.3 splits. Um, 53 games play majority of the season. Again, that I still think. Shouts out to Dom Dropper. Shouts out to Dom Dropper and damn, what is it called? The other Locked On Clippers. Locked On Clippers. Shouts out to that show as well. He hosts. I be tapping into them, checking out projections of the Clippers throughout their entire season, and I agree that Bradley Beal is still kind of a better player right now than Norman Powell. Yes, Norman Powell had an All-Star caliber season. He should have been an All-Star alongside James Harden, career year. Um, a better defender, I guess, but at the same time, Bradley Beal has been a starter his whole career, even on the Phoenix Suns, even if that didn't turn out the way I and others wanted it to, Suns fans. Um, Still he was a starter. He still averaged uh 17 points as the third guy, on an efficient 49%, damn near 50%. 50%, damn near 39% from three. So, and he just 32 years old, still young, still relatively young. He's a veteran though. Well, we need more. We needed an older team. It's not too older. We got Brooke Lopez. It's not too old. We still got Zubac. We got Chris Dunn. We still got Derrick Jones Jr. We got John Collins. We got a good mixture of veterans and young guys. Um, that's where I think his best spot is, coming off the bench. Now he averaged 30 for 2 straight years back in 2020 and 2019, competing with not 2020 and 2019, 2021 and 2020 with Steph Curry. For that scoring title, he didn't edge out. But those were some of the more meaningless, or one of the more meaningless, two of the more meaningless campaigns of 30, at least 30 points per game in a season, because Russ came out of nowhere and took him out of the lottery team doldrums and into the play-in tournament. I think that was probably the first year of the play-in tournament, or the second. He averaged his final triple-double. I believe it was 22, 11, and 11, maybe. But yeah, this is the spot. Beal agrees. Per the article, he said the basketball fit is that's the biggest factor in this decision. And it should be. And with that being said, I was just talking to the family about this. Had to come out with a quick video that he better be coming off the bench if he want to talk about winning. Now, basketball fit, that sound good. But you could just be talking about saving face and saving your pride. It's the fact that, Bradley Beal just came out. He's been averaging these points for so long in Washington, but he just came supposed to be the winning piece alongside Devin Booker and Kevin Durant, who's trying to reshape this organization with a new owner, and that ended up failing. because of you. Because the way he played against the Minnesota Timberwolves after saying he never got swept, but he been on a lottery team. He's been on the Wizards, and they were never good enough to make the playoffs. So it's made itself sound real silly with that. He got dunked on. Soon after saying that in the next game, got swept. Didn't say anything. Didn't claim it at all. And then Bradley Beal be saying a lot of. He be coming off. He be giving me T Mac. He be giving off empty stats guy that thinks he's that, and not to say he's not that because he is that. Scoring 30 points, averaging 30 points in any season in any context, you a bucket. But in terms of basketball fit, again, that can mean a different thing for me and him. That can mean again saving his pride and just going to a lesser, hotter, a cooler spot because I know Phoenix just had a stretch when they had like 12 straight days over 100 degrees at least. So LA sounds like a better spot. In my opinion, in my view, best basketball fit means sacrificing sacrificing all individual needs for the betterment of the team and letting the chips fall where they may. Meaning you come off the bench, be that main spark of points. You gonna have Bogdanovich beside you. You're gonna have former NBA champion and still maybe defensive player of the year, not probably top five, but still a top 10 contender uh yearly in Brook Lopez. Then you're gonna have Nico and Nico Batum in his last season coming off the bench. Who else? I think Kobe Brown and I don't know who else, but you're gonna have a good team besides you. I think there should be enough for Bradley Beal. I think this can be a better spot for Beal. Coming off the bench specifically, I don't want him coming off starting, bro. There's just too many names, and then we don't know where Chris Paul gonna be for his last season. I'm sure he don't want to go to a new spot. I'm pretty sure he gonna go want to go somewhere. If it's not a championship contender, and if it's not a championship contender, I'm sure he's gonna want to go somewhere he's been before. If it's an outright championship contender, he's sure he can take him over the top in this final season. He's gonna want to go somewhere familiar. So coming off the bench would be best, and if we get Chris Paul, that would make it even better because I'm sure he gonna want to come off the bench his final season. I mean, I know he just played 82 games, but I think that will keep him fresh too. I mean, I don't know if he started all 82 games for the Spurs last season, but that still may be best for him if he's not really trying to max out in his final season. I mean, he can max out, but he can just max out off the bench. But at the same time, there may be a double-edged sword with all these damn names. We already know James Harden and Chris Paul already done clashed in Houston. Personality clash right there. But then you got Kawhi Leonard, who quiet. I mean, he's a lead by example, but sometimes you're gonna need a vocal leader. Sometimes he may have to shut shit down with Beal trying to get a starting position or Chris Paul trying to overtake the floor general role. So it's a lot, man. But we gonna see where this goes, man. Big news coming out of the off season. This definitely puts the Clippers past the Nuggets, in my opinion. Now, I don't know if I did see the Nuggets just post Jonas Valanciunas post a couple days ago, and I heard he was going back overseas. So I don't know what's going on with that. I think we a better team than them, even if they just got Cameron Johnson and Bruce Brown back, because Bruce Brown didn't do shit last year. He fell off the map after he won that title in Brooklyn, I believe. I think we're better than the Lakers for sure. The Warriors haven't done anything. We're better than the Kings. We're better than the Timberwolves. We are better than, yeah, we better than the Timberwolves. We got Brooke Lopez and Zubac. We better than the Timberwolves, and I think we got a rookie too. We right there. If we get the Nuggets this year, we're winning, bro. Like I'm a little bit more optimistic, but this video already been long, man. Let me know what y'all think about this acquisition. Does this make the Clippers the second likeliest team to make it out the Western Conference in the 2025-2026 season? Let me know. But first, hit that like button, comment at the beginning, middle, and end of the video. Share for us to see. Subscribe if you're new. Hit that notification bell so you can be notified every time I drop. And I am out.